Have you ever wondered why some people seem to stay mentally sharp well into their 60s, 70s, and even 80s, while others begin struggling with memory and focus much earlier? The answer may not be found in an expensive supplement or a complicated brain training program. In Japan, one simple morning habit has been practiced for generations, and it may offer an important lesson about healthy aging. It is called Radio Taiso. Radio Taiso is a short morning exercise routine that combines gentle stretching, controlled movements, balance, and full body activity. It takes only a few minutes, requires no expensive equipment, and can be performed by people of many different fitness levels. But what makes this habit especially interesting for adults over 60 is not just the physical movement. It is the combination of movement, coordination, consistency, and social connection. And together, these factors may help support the aging brain. As we get older, the brain naturally changes. Processing speed can become slower. Memory may not work quite as quickly as it once did. Balance can become more challenging, and many people gradually become less physically active. This creates a dangerous cycle. We move less, so our muscles become weaker. Our muscles become weaker, so we move even less. And as daily activity decreases, we may also spend less time interacting with other people and engaging our minds. This is where a simple morning routine can make a difference. The first benefit comes from movement itself. Physical activity increases blood flow throughout the body, including the brain. When you move your arms, legs, and torso, your heart works harder to circulate oxygen and nutrients. Regular physical activity has been associated with better cognitive health and may help support memory, attention, and overall brain function as we age. But Radio Taiso is different from simply going for a walk. Walking is excellent exercise, but this routine asks your brain to do something extra. You have to remember a sequence. You have to coordinate different parts of your body. You have to pay attention to timing and movement. And you have to maintain your balance. In other words, your body is exercising, but your brain is also actively participating. Think of it as a conversation between your brain and your body. Your brain sends a signal, your body responds. Then your brain observes the result and adjusts the next movement. This constant communication helps keep the nervous system engaged. And for older adults, maintaining this connection between the brain and body is incredibly important. Another reason this morning habit may be beneficial is that it creates structure. As people get older, daily routines can sometimes become less predictable. Retirement may remove the schedule that once organized each day. Children may move away. Work responsibilities disappear, and suddenly, there are fewer reasons to get out of bed at a specific time. A consistent morning routine can provide a sense of purpose. When you wake up and know that you have something to do, even something as simple as moving your body for a few minutes, you create a positive starting point for the day. And consistency matters. The brain responds well to repeated habits. When you practice the same healthy behavior every morning, it becomes easier to maintain over time. You don't need to depend on motivation every single day. The routine becomes automatic. There is also another powerful element of the Japanese approach: community. In many parts of Japan, Radio Taiso has traditionally been practiced in groups. People gather in parks, schoolyards, community spaces, or even outside their homes. They move together. They follow the same rhythm, and they start their day with other people. This may seem simple, but social connection is an important part of healthy aging. Loneliness and social isolation can negatively affect both mental and physical health. On the other hand, regular interaction with others can provide emotional support, mental stimulation, and a stronger sense of belonging. So imagine starting your morning not alone in front of a television, but outside with a few friends or neighbors. You stretch, you move, you talk, you laugh, and then you return home feeling more energized. That is a very different way to begin the day. Now, here's something important. You don't have to live in Japan to benefit from this idea. You don't even have to perform the exact Radio Taiso routine. The deeper lesson is to create a morning habit that combines gentle physical activity with mental engagement and consistency. For example, after waking up, you could spend 5 minutes stretching, then perform a few simple movements that challenge your coordination. Raise your arms, move your shoulders, rotate gently. Practice standing on one leg while holding onto a stable surface if necessary. Then take a short walk outside. The goal is not to push yourself to exhaustion. The goal is to wake up your body and activate your mind. Of course, if you have health conditions, balance problems, or physical limitations, you should choose movements that are appropriate for your abilities and speak with a healthcare professional when necessary. The most important thing is safety and consistency. You don't need to become an athlete, you simply need to keep moving. And there is one more powerful lesson hidden inside this Japanese morning habit. Aging well is often about small actions repeated for years. People sometimes search for one miracle solution that will protect their memory or keep them young forever. But healthy aging rarely works that way. It is usually built through dozens of ordinary decisions. Going for a walk, eating nutritious food, getting enough sleep, staying socially connected, learning new things, managing stress, and moving your body regularly. None of these actions may seem extraordinary on their own, but together they can create a lifestyle that supports your brain and body as you grow older. So, if you're over 60 or if you have a loved one who is, consider starting tomorrow morning with just 5 minutes. Open the curtains, let in some natural light, stand up slowly, stretch your body, move your arms and legs, challenge your balance safely. Take a few deep breaths, and if possible, step outside and walk. You might even invite a friend, neighbor, or family member to join you. Because the real secret behind the Japanese morning habit may not be one magical exercise. It may be the decision to begin each day with movement, purpose, and connection. Your brain and body are connected. When you take care of one, you are also supporting the other. And after 60, those small daily choices can become more important than ever. You cannot stop time, but you can influence how you spend it. So, tomorrow morning, don't wait for the perfect moment. Start with a few simple movements. Start with 5 minutes. Start where you are. Because sometimes, the smallest habit repeated every morning can become one of the biggest investments you make in your future health. And perhaps that is the real wisdom behind the Japanese morning tradition. Not doing more, but doing something simple, consistently, every single day.